So this is the treasure. It's a survey monument from the 1970s. Our horizontal precision isn't great. I'm waiting for it to kind of improve. We're in RTK, real-time kinetic. Little geode there is doing its thing. But here we are in the thick woods. Finding property corners. Oh yeah. It's pretty thick in here. So this is the payoff, is finding like these property corners here. And so we're down now to a little over a foot. It'll gradually find its way. We're under some tree cover. And cedars are the worst, but for GPS. But we'll get there. And this is right where it was predicted to be. Yeah. Validation. I love it. Smoking a jum here out in the woods, up by Indianola, Washington. Really dry tobacco. God, it's so dry. Mm-hmm. But a beautiful day. It's like pushing 55 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. It is wonderful. So perfect day to be out in the woods. Yeah, that's probably a little over a foot's as good as we're going to get. So then I'll go back. Come on. Come on. There we go. And that's pretty close. Pretty close. I saw a little bit of old flagging on the ground. And that was my clue. And then the little plastic cap was sticking up on the rebar. So that's what we like. What the heck are you doing? There we go. So I'll plot an average for this point and collect it. You know, there's error all along the way. So we always think, oh yeah, our survey is so absolutely precise. Well, they can be. But sometimes in terrain like this, depending on the client, probably, sometimes they're not quite as accurate. But that is the gold standard for locational determination of property lines, for instance. So in that case, you know, we just kind of got to find those corners. And so, yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I could just stay out here all afternoon. It's wonderful. So what I did, I'll tell you about my process here. So, let me switch here. So in the GIS, I made a map. And this map has an aerial photo, it has some road names, it has some other stuff, but most importantly, it has a survey that I have rubber sheeted, there's error there, into the GIS. It was just a plat document from the county. So then I have this map in the GIS. I make a GeoPDF. I send it to my phone, which is right here, my work phone. And then I bring that with me out into the field, and I connect to, I'm using a Juniper Geode, a nice little GPS made in Utah. It's so good USA made stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of foreign componentry in there, but what the heck. So it has an app here, and this is what we're looking at. So now we're down to a little less than a foot horizontal, now about a foot precision. GPS is ever moving. It's second by second precision. So the way this GPS works is we are connected to the Washington State Reference Network, which is the surveyor's broadcast precision system, whereby there are very precise GPSs scattered around on very precisely surveyed points. So they know, that GPS knows exactly where it is. But it's receiving the same satellites that I am. And my satellite says, hi, I'm over here. And that GPS over there says, no, you're not. You're 10 feet on this radial bearing away from me. So I'm going to apply a correction for that satellite for that second. And looking at our satellite constellation, there's quite a few satellites up there. So, yeah, could be better. But for each of those satellites, every second, that GPS station is providing a correction. That is then broadcast to probably a mainframe in Seattle at WSRN, who then broadcasts it out, and the Geode app here receives that and provides the correction since I'm in RTK float. So that is a corrected precision. So it's really out in the field about as good as you can get without actually doing a new survey. But GPS is second by second, and so that's why it's always kind of moving around, and that's why I average my points when I collect a point, just to hopefully make it just a little bit better. But anyway, that's how the magic works here.